You're not my man. You're not my man. You're a genius.
Yeah, you're not obsessed. Like you were never sad about it. You just when you think you're like, whoo,
Don't cry.
Yeah, you're never sad about it.
I fucking love you.
that sad boy shit that I like. Dude,
God.
people are wild. But so we're gonna start this episode. This is like episode 43. Is it? Oh, whatever. Fucking who cares? I'm John D. Contradiction. We got M and Walko, bitch. Skip that.
That's good.
All right.
Why do you take my joy away from me? That's my only thing that
I wanted to see how reacts
me here.
Hashtag where's JP?
Facts.
That's splish.
Oh wait, hold on. We got. Is this?
What are you looking for? The first one.
Never mind. Never mind. I thought Johnny's Florida wifey posted something, but never mind. It's somebody else.
Chill.
I think this is episode 42.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's
is
42.
it?
Yeah.
Yeah, 42. I'm looking right now. Yeah, Tay Rock was last week, so yeah, 42. I still bumped that project. I can't stop.
Oh, the Sue Surf. Dude, so I might actually do. He has people doing like a what if challenge, and that's my favorite song on there. So I was like, I might do it on my page. Might just say some cold shit, some real hurt.
Do it
shit.
if it's good. Well, I'll share it. If it's trash, I'll share it anyways. But I'll share it with them trash emojis underneath it.
Good. If it's good, you share it with a trash emoji. But
like me.
You already know.
about like that thing you got going on back there, the big Doom cupcake. Yo, your logo is a cupcake. You know that, right?
Yeah, facts.
All right, good.
That's not even my logo. That's just the guy I was for that album. I don't know who I am yet.
Yeah, that's a
for the
cupcake with an energy mat, like with an oxygen tank on. That's all.
Facts.
Every time I've seen it, I'm like, it's a cupcake. But
Yeah, whatever.
so we started off the week with a pumpkin. This was 14 Days EP by Dosftp. It was like good. It was just here quality, like middle quality, and then he had one song where he actually raps, because I know this kid can rap. He had one song where he actually rapped that was good, so I was like, pumpkin. I didn't hate it. I just didn't get anything from it. It was just okay. Like if you put it on, you know. Huh?
A lot of that recently, where it's like I feel like we listen to it and we're just like, yeah, okay,
yeah, because like when you hate a song,
yeah,
and then when you like a song, but then when it's just like it finished and you're like, what? And then you play it back and you still forget. You're like, wait, what just happened? That's pretty much that's pretty much what goes on there. So this project was just a lot of meh. Had like a smooth track, a fire track, but then the rest was pretty meh. One song was mad boring. It was called 92. I'm guessing that's when he was born. He's a youngin', but it was whack. But
you're like 3 years older than he is.
Nah, chill out.
All what?
Right. Johnny's 65.
Chill. Yeah, facts.
Uncle Johnny.
Fact. Uncle Johnny.
Uncle Corbin Blue.
The Corbin Blue shit.
Yeah. Uncle Corb.
Uncle Corb's shit. So, anyways, the next project was Walko did this one. This was
Did you listen to this?
I did. Burn. It's hard to say. Burnuminati.
That's what I'm saying. Like Burnuminati. That's a fucking insult. That name is just. There's no reason.
And his name is OG Burnie. So this project, when I put it on, like usually when I like go through like the stuff that was dropped, I'll like put it on in the background and just like let it play, and then I just get what I get from it. You know what I'm saying? But this one, I was like letting it play, and I'm like, I don't hate it. I'm not hating it when it started. But then I was like, what did Walko say about this? Oh, he said corny punchlines. All I heard was corny punch. Like from then on, I heard every corny ass bar. I'm like,
the most elote of the elote.
If you wouldn't have said that in the review, if I wouldn't have thought of that, this would have just been like a blank listen. I would have just let it slide.
He was shredding pumpkin.
Yeah.
But it was just too blatant, and then the occasional like speech impediment thing, and then it just kind of snowballed from there, because then I really started paying attention, and I was like, you fucked up. You got my attention too much.
Yeah.
And
once you're in. Honestly, that the I Am God Devil track, once that kicked in, I was like, this is definitely the downfall. And it just like never picked up.
Did you see the review on his page that he posted too?
No.
That was it was like some review that were like the reviewer was just straight sucking his dick, and I was like, and he posted it right before our review came out, and I was like, ooh, he's not gonna like ours. I was like, ours is not gonna get shared.
So also, this is the worst cover.
Bro, like what? It's like he took
he just took a picture of him holding a Punisher sticker, and then did like one of the reverse things where you just make it black and white from and that's it. Like that's it.
MySpace photo filter.
It's rough. So, but this project it's whack. It's whack. I'm not feeling it. This next project hurt my feelings. This next project was January 30th by Payroll Giovanni. I like Payroll, but I like when Payroll works with one producer and one producer only, and everything he's released not working with a producer has been trash. And it's like, what is going on?
A 5 is an overstatement.
Yeah, this is not a good project, and it's upsetting because he slides too, but like the beats are so trash that it sounds like it makes him sound worse. You know, like it makes him sound like pure garbage. Because I get what he does. He does like that, like West Coast, like smooth type. The typical over some smooth fucking West Coast funk type shit. But it's like when you don't have those beats behind it, it's just like, oh, this guy's just kind of like cool rapping over trash, so it doesn't sound good. Period. You know.
It's just somebody slapping trash can lids while he raps.
Yo, seriously, the beats are really bad.
It's bad, yeah. It's rough.
Yeah, the beats are really bad.
I listen to this. I listen to it as facts, though. I listen to it in my headphones that I have at work, which are like kind of ratty ones because I sweat and shit, so I don't want to wear good ones. And I was like, man, I was like, maybe it's the headphones. So like, I listened to it again on my way home in the car, and I listened to like 2 songs, and I was like, no. Yeah, it's just the way it sounds.
My headphones are fine.
I was like, oh, headphones are good. A little quiet, if anything, but shit.
So the next project was the God's Gift EP by Larry Brock. This dude's part of Bando, HVZ Bando's little team or whatever. He's an auto-tune singing thing, but it sounds good. Like it's all clean. It all sounds good.
It's sonically pleasing.
Yeah, sonically, and the production's cool too. Like it's all just nice to hear. It's nothing like trash. He's not overdoing the singy rap thing. It's just nice. It's just like, all right, this is a cool listen. I'm not mad at it. Yeah, I'm like mad at it. You know, like I didn't hate it. Like I enjoyed some of it for the most part. That one song, track 4, was fire, but it's new age shit. It's like not that. It's like a half a step above like the.
Hey, Bando, how do you feel that your man's got a check?
Yeah, you did.
I'm looking at you.
Ooh, it's gonna hurt.
Yo, send us the rest of the HVZ team so they can all be better than you. So they can all be better.
Is that type of shit where, like, he started submitting his boys' projects because he got cooked?
Facts.
And then he's like, fuck!
Dude, we got submissions. I threw, like, after, like, our hashtags, like, hey, tag 3 artists or submit 3 artists. And, like, it's been getting a little something, so I'm not mad at it. You know where I got it from? Filet. Really? On all of his posts. Even now that he's famous and huge, he always says tag 3 people, like, to whatever, blah, blah, blah. But anyways. So this next project was just very difficult to just put together in general. The cover's not put together. Oh, the cover actually looks this bad too, which is crazy. But there's no spaces in anything. It just doesn't look good, and it was 28 songs. So this is TheManInTheRadiator by the kid. His name is just Bones, but his page is the kid. I'm like, all right, fucking, no one can find you.
Actually, I used to listen to this kid way back in the day.
This is Sad Boy.
Way back. I'm talking like MySpace days.
Yeah, it sounds like a MySpace kid. Because this is like super, super sad boy. Like
if he was on MySpace, he's a grown ass man.
Still making still making sad boy music. Because this is like, I find it hard to call this hip hop, like a rap.
I feel that. I didn't listen to this. By the way, I flipped through a couple songs and I saw how long it was, and I was like,
super long. I didn't get through the whole thing, but I listened to like half, maybe like the first 10, and I'm like, this is very just like moan core, like whine core,
whine core, yeah, cry core,
yeah,
cry core is what it's called.
Yeah, it's like but I wasn't feeling it. I was just like, oh, he WLP'd. So, but yeah, this one, camera went straight down. You got to take a drink of water now. But this project, I was like super bored. I was like, whatever. So the next project, all right. So this dude's on my list of some of my favorite new artists. This dude, VVG for Verbal Van Gogh, which is a cold ass name. But this is the God and the Gauxst by VVG and Southside Gauxst. This project slaps. So VVG is just out here punching on some street, like early 90s aggressive. Like, I know all he listens to is Jada Kiss and Old Beans. Like,
not a bad thing to listen to.
But I'm saying this dude has never heard other rap. He only listens to that. And all he does...
So he knows what rap's about.
Facts. He just punches. And then this other dude has like a big voice. He does a bunch of other shit too. This shit worked. But honestly, and no slight to, you know, my man Gauxst on this, but I just needed to hear everything that VVG was saying. Like, every song, I'm like, oh yeah, hook is cool. What's this nigga about to say? And he just comes in just punching. I'm like, oh, every time I'm like, this is fire. And he's snapping, bro. The other dude is nice too, but when you got someone who's saying some, like, every bar is like,
you're going up against a guy that's named Verbal Van Gogh.
Fire.
It's true.
Fire. He just,
you better live up to that fucking name.
But you think of like Verbal Van Gogh, I'm thinking of some slick like Jerry Curl shit. He's just punching. Like, he is just punching. Like, he has a big L tattoo, more than likely. Like, he is just out here punching whatever motivated him. His lights out. Like, he's just upset and writing all sorts of shit. It's fire, bro. It's grown man shit, man. I really rock with it. This project is dope, man. It's a good time. Like, listen to it. These two dudes, even the cover is so hood and bootleg as shit. Even though there's just it's the front of a bodega, big ass Pepsi logo. I hope they don't get in trouble for that. But
definitely got in trouble for that.
And then, but yeah, that project's fire, bro. I would definitely recommend checking that out. Then we dropped our Uncle Kurt episode while he was eating chicken wings at a Taqueria.
Thank you for putting Uncle Kurt.
Oh, fact.
I love that it ends right when I said, man, I could fuck up some chicken wings.
Yeah.
I was like, that's perfect.
I was like, oh yeah, I'm gonna make it end right here. But then so I this is the project I talked about in the interview. But so the next project is Con Artist by Ruse, the rapper. This project is a huge letdown, man. It's super upsetting because this is when engineering completely robs you of like a passion piece. Like, robs. Like, this kid is out here. He's out here doing. He sounds kind of like I called him like a white Kendrick, white Jid. He does that kind of rap, like you know, the fast shit.
Don't disrespect Jid.
Dude,
he's white Kendrick. Don't disrespect Jid.
Facts. But this kid's doing that, and he's singing. He did the producing. He did a lot on here, but for some reason, he just thought, outside of already having a dope voice, let me just add the max.
I'm gonna put many voice filters on as I can.
The maximum echo on my voice. And it's just like, bro. And then it's like, yo, let me mix this beat and then lower the volume to it entirely. And then it's like, bro, I was looking for reasons to just be like, yo, maybe I could give him this. But I'm like, yo, I can. And it sucked because I knew in this project there's something that is dope and fire. But the mixing just fucking ruined it.
The mixing will kill your project.
Dude, it murdered this one. And it sucks because I told him, I'm like, bro, and I told him, like, you need to mix and match this because this project is easily a 7 or an 8 if you do that. But
yeah, honestly, the mixing didn't just murder this fucking project. It drug it out back and shit in its throat.
Yeah, it really fucking did. And I'm like, bro, like, this shit is sad because it's like, I know you put a lot into it. You know what I'm saying? You know, you can just hear it. You're like, yo, this dude put a lot into it, bro. But it is what it is. Had a cool little cover a cover alone that makes you like, all right, what the fuck am I about to listen to? It looks like a country album.
It goes back to our theory that black and white photo album covers suck.
Black and white means I
didn't. The OG Birdie one was black and white too.
Yep.
But yeah, man, it sucks, man. The kid was just like, nah, this is it. And there's no mix and master. I'm like, bro, well, whatever you got next, man, pay somebody. You know what I'm saying? Like, shell it out, bro.
Cut a check, because that's rough.
Very. But so then the next project I got to listen to, it was pretty cool. This is EST 1994. This is the Lupus Dei Experience.
This album is great.
It's a good time. It's a really good time. It has a mad vintage sound.
Yep.
Sounds super nice. It sounds like 94. Like, it sounds like straight from the 90s. Like, the quality, everything. It's a good time. There's a lot going on. There's a lot of samples.
Yeah.
There's a lot of shit going on.
So many samples. All the samples.
Yeah. It's
all
a lot of shit that's, it's like, yo, did you, are these cleared, bro? Is this, what we doing? You know,
are you sure this should be on all streaming?
What we doing?
Get a cease and desist letter immediately.
Dude, honestly, what is it? I think track 3, there should be a cease and desist, period, end of story. I don't get all of them. But
yeah, he had to put it on all streaming as like a free thing, like with no royalties or some shit. I don't know, but it's a good time, man. Yeah, this thing slides. It's a good time, man. I actually reached out to him too, but it's a good time. I was like, I'm truly enjoying this. It's very nostalgic. It feels old school, and he's rapping. Only thing is, the quality does take a seat where a lot of his vocals sound way low.
Yeah,
because you hear the beats more than, you know what I'm saying. Like, the beats stood out the most because that's like what you hear predominantly. Like, you hear this project is like 70% beats, and you know he's rapping and doing stuff on it, but it's not like front and center. So,
no, it's definitely his rapping definitely takes a side, like, you know, to the side, but it's a good mix in general for me at least.
Yeah, and
production,
fire. And then we had a lot of good beat production this week, but then we had this garbage project, Goat Mode by fucking Tfemi.
If you're gonna name it something like that, and then just put out a fucking turd,
and the cover is like him turning into a goat.
No, just stop it. Stop.
Maybe one day they'll understand.
Dude,
you should be ashamed of
this. Is so stupid, bro. This project's stupid, bro. This dude's an idiot. Like, this sounds like, just doesn't sound like a single smart person was in charge of anything on this project. It sounds fucking stupid, bro. This is like the most wave shit I've ever heard. I was like, get this the fuck out of here, bro. I fucking hated it, man. Oh, man. Yo,
isn't this where that cat was wilding out with his fucking caption or whatever?
Wait, which one?
The same post where the white boy had the N-word in this.
A1 Johnny?
Yeah.
This loser's like, check out my SoundCloud. And on his page, this kid's like a weirdo white kid. I'm about to pull it up. Fuck it. We about to give him his shine.
Check out my SoundCloud, Johnny. Send your project to
Trap
us.
Money,
take
nigga.
the N-word off your page.
Yeah, I'm like, take the N-word off your page. This guy. This fucking...
Whose man's is this?
Garbage.
This nigga... Yo, alright. This gotta stop. This nigga is over here flexing in front of a mic with a backtrack. He's not even singing, bro.
Look at the goatee, yo!
It's Klay Thompson.
It's Klay Thompson,
bro. It's one of the Splash Bros. But he's out here flexing in front of this mic with the back. The shit's clearly playing from a monitor. You're not recording, bro. You're just recording yourself lip singing. A1 Johnny keeps it A1. Loser. This kid's a herb. Oh yeah, but I was like, take that word off your page. And he's like, and this is some millennial racism right here. The shit that he say. His response to me telling him to take it off of there, he goes, so why are you calling it? But one, I'm like, I can say it. And then he goes, everyone says nigga.
I don't.
And then he goes, nigga is a slang.
I don't.
2019, go back to the slave days, bitch. Racist ass. Did any of that make sense?
That's first off, what he's referring to is a whole nother word.
This is why we should be able to beat our kids.
How are you? You know what?
This is why we should be able to beat our kids. This is what happens when you brush your teeth with fluoride only.
I
got a bottle of fluoride.
Dude, this
I
is
had a conversation with a grandma at my job, and her kids were actually bad. And you know, me thinking off the top of my head, I was like, "Man, you need to like, you know, old school." So I was like, "You need to beat them." And she's like, "Man, now in today's day and age, you can't do shit." I was like, "You know what?"
Call the cops on me.
And then you get an A1 Johnny, which is crazy. It's stupid.
So you go, you want me to beat him for you? And catch his hands right now.
Yeah, his frail, skinny self. But anyways, so then we had our Throwback Thursday was the Brats, Functified. Fucking still sounds great. But I didn't realize how much Jermaine Dupri, how crazy
He's
looked
everywhere.
back in those days. He looked fucking crazy in this video.
It's the bag. He was there.
He looked like the V for Vendetta mask with box braids. He looked crazy,
He
bro.
ain't shit.
He had the wildest dance moves too.
Dude, you know what's crazy? Ever since I've been doing the I Don't Own These songs, they don't take them down. I'm like, do they have like an algorithm that picks it up? Because it'll pick the song up immediately. Maybe. I don't know. I guess it kind of makes sense. But anyways. So the next project to start off our Thursday was 38 Strategies of Raw. 38 Special. Oh my God.
Hip hop.
Disgusting.
Hip hop. Hip hop.
Have me making that face the whole time.
Whole project, just front to back. I'm just like, ugh.
Just running it back. Like, what?
Benny's feature.
Benny snapped on that
Benny
verse.
I
ran that verse back like 6 times because I was like,
and you know what's crazy? We've been hearing Benny's been featuring on everything, and he's been doing
he's been
doing his
features.
thing. But this one, I don't know what bag he went into.
I don't know, man.
Because he never went into this bag on his own project. He was in
I don't know.
bag, bro.
Yeah, I was like, bro, where has this been?
I like his feature on Surf's album slightly.
You think so? Okay.
No,
I think this
being broken 30 makes you miserable, bro. When he says
that was fine. That verse.
When
was
he
cold.
said that, I was just
that verse was cold. But I think on this one, he was
no.
just
His verse on
out
Consignment
the
is
gate.
fire. No,
He was
I'm
out
not.
the gate, bro.
Both of them. This album is definitely already.
It's up there.
It's up there,
dude. My man, Fred the Godson, rapping like he had a neck. My man was out here. I was like,
I don't think there was really like. I mean, that the second track was the only one where I was kind of like, eh. But everything else was just like everybody was snapping.
Dude, Shane Noir, everybody. And the thing is, that's crazy. Everyone, we talking about everybody snapping. We don't even need to go into 38 snap because that's all 38 does. That's all he does is just snap. He says the hardest shit. It could be the simplest shit ever, and that shit just be hard. He'd be like, it could be the simplest shit, and it hurts, bro. Dude.
He said something. I'm married to the white girl. She a battered wife, and I was just like,
oh my God. Yeah, and you're like,
If that Trust Gang song had just been that Benny the Butcher verse and 38, that would have been a fire truck or a diamond.
Easily. Easily.
I was like, woof. Everybody else could just stop.
Yeah, Benny. Yeah, I don't even care about the other two, but Benny was like,
hey man, I'm especially say he got 2 more
said
projects.
Something to Benny
out.
before he wrote his verse. I know.
He's probably like, I put you on
he
this.
got one over Trap Beats, and then he got the one with Showbiz and Buck Wild.
I'm into that. I'm ready for that.
Oh
yeah, I'm ready for that. So, but yeah, that project. Listen to that. If you're a hip hop fan, listen to that. If you're 30 and listen to rap, listen to that. But so the next project I really vibed with. This was Free Sweatpants.
Production
this was by Blockhead. So Blockhead produced this masterful fucking.
Is this Free Sweatpants? As in like free my dog sweatpants, or like he's giving out free sweatpants? I've been wondering.
I'm thinking it's giving out free because the vibe of this is comfortable, and sweatpants are optimal comfort.
That makes sense. Yeah,
you know, because this whole project is comfortable, and
free my dog
I just wish
sweatpants.
there was more raps.
Yeah, but the raps that are on here are pretty good for the most part. Like ASAP he snapped. Fucking Arm & Hammer's dope. Open Mike Eagle fucking did his thing. Homeboy Sandman was out here working.
I'm sorry, Sandman. I apologize.
No.
I'm apologizing
for the year.
today. I'm apologizing to you right now. So when that review drops, I have no remorse.
There you go. But this project, man, even the beats that didn't have raps on, as much as I would love them to have raps on them, they were slotting. Some of them were like, oh my God. And it's hard to rate a beat that's just a beat, you know, over a wave, more than a wave. I sometimes I can't give it a fire, but one of them I was like, this is pretty fire. I was in it like, it's fire when you just forget you're reviewing the shit and you want to start rapping. You know, I'm in the car like, yo, yeah, for nothing. You know, and I'm like, then I'm like, all right, I'm reviewing. That's how you know this shit's gas. But this project, every beat on here was like very different, very smooth, very comfortable. But for the most part, a lot of the features did their thing. Some okay, yeah, but you know, a lot of them did their thing. I'm really starting to become a big fan of Open Mike Eagle. He hasn't been letting me down lately, which is good. He's just been like delivering, so I'll give him that, man. I see you, Open Mike. I see you open, Mike. So then we posted more Uncle Kurt. Then we had a pretty good face off, and I really appreciated this one. I'm glad people got into it. Yeah, thank you, sir. Because Barrett was pissing me off. Barrett high key gets my blood boiling.
Yo, he does that, bro. He does that. He's been commenting on my shit on Facebook today, talking about that I'm old and shit. We're the same.
I saw.
I don't know, like,
old. Yeah, I saw.
You see how I was just stiff arming him? I was like, you're literally not making any sense. And he's just like posted a gif of an old man. I was like,
that's your man.
I know, but like, god damn.
every time he says Lupe Fiasco, the cool for Throwback Thursday, like everybody knows that album.
Facts.
But he says something that really got me when we was doing this. When we was doing the whatever, he picked like some face off that was so bad. It was so trash, and I was like, I'm about to throw my damn phone. I was so mad. I just went silent. I was like, nope. I'm just like, I'm not gonna talk to him no more. He was cut off from me for the day. So I'm not gonna mess with him. I didn't, and if you look, I didn't respond to him. I didn't say anything to him for the rest of the day.
Sometimes I remember when he first got into the group chat. He was like, yo, I'm worried I'm gonna piss people off, and I was like, bro, just be you. Don't worry about it. Yeah. And he was like, all right, I'll give a fuck then. And I was like, good. It'll make great content.
He's doing a good job, man. I respect that. I'm not even mad at that. I respect that.
Stepping on everybody's toes.
The worst. He's the worst. And he's still doing the trash formats
all the time.
Photoshops. He's the worst. But the face-off was Ninth Wonder versus Pete Rock.
Oh, shit.
And what I learned...
Baby. The roots.
What I learned with this one was if you were born in the 80s somewhat, you had Pete Rock. If you were born 90s, you kind of had Ninth.
I had Pete Rock clean.
Hey,
see, in the story, I think I voted Pete Rock, but I was torn hard. I was like,
tough one, because like
the roots, baby, the roots.
Because Pete Rock, yeah, he no one's more hip hop. He is hip hop. We'll get that straight. But Ninth is a student too. You know what I'm saying? Ninth's
the GOAT.
And as much as
they're
like
both
Pete Rock has,
tier.
God tier for sure. The way I had to chalk it up, I was like, who has the most like
Don't Smoke Rocks,
like shaking production for me? And that still made it hard, because that's why I know a lot of people, when I made the video, I know a lot of people don't really fuck with Rhapsody, which is a crime. But Ninth Wonder, that beat is one of my favorite beats of all time that he gave Rhapsody with. And I was like, I don't know why he went in that bag.
No.
And
like
because like around that time when he was doing stuff, he was still doing fire stuff. But that beat, compared to the stuff he was putting out that year, he went into a fucking bag for rap. Like, and I'm not saying she don't deserve it. She by all means deserves that. I just did not. When that project dropped and that song, I was like, oh my God. I'm like, where did this come from? Because this was not what Ninth was giving us. You know what I'm saying? So that
he found that vinyl that he needed to get. It was just like, oh, where?
Dude, he cooked up. That's one of those like every 10 years a beat like that type of shit. But then I was like, yo, I'm gonna put a beat.
No drums, man. No drums.
Yeah, you could hold the drum.
Come on.
But then for Pete, I was like, I'm gonna put a beat that everyone has to know. If you are a fan of rap, period, if you rhyme a word, you have to know this beat. So I was like, all right, I'm gonna put that, and I'm like, yeah, everyone knows that. And I was just like, yo, let's make it a good fight. You know what I'm saying?
He is the god, bro. Yeah. Like people look up to Pete Rock, which is crazy. Is like Ninth Wonder looks up to Pete Rock.
Yeah.
That should tell you guys. That's it.
Also, see, and the good thing with this one too, it also, like, when it comes to this too, though, it also separates. This one kind of tugs at stands, because you think Ninth, you think of some of the best Jay-Z work ever. So I wanted to grab those Jay-Z stands too.
I think that Ninth is better sample wise. Pete is better drum wise.
I was about to say Pete's better with instruments. Period.
And it's like Ninth has picked out some of the coldest samples I've ever heard.
He breaks some shit down
to nothing.
Yeah,
to nothing.
Breaks them down. But yeah, and that's the thing. Like, it's good because like I wanted to see who was gonna just pick Ninth because they're Jay-Z fans. and who actually is like a hip hop, you know, like a hip hop.
Do people really know that Ninth produced Jay-Z's music though? Do they really know? No.
That's the thing that's weird.
I don't even know if Barrett would know that, and he swings from Jay-Z's nuts.
But see, the thing is, all of most of Jay-Z's biggest songs are gonna be.
How do I ask that without letting him in on it?
Say what's your favorite Jay-Z song? It's gonna be 50-50. It's either gonna be a no ID beat or it's gonna be a Ninth. And then if he tells you if it's a Ninth, be like, who produced that? You know. But
we'll come back to this.
Yeah, we'll come back to this. But yeah, like it was I think it was a good little romp. You know what I'm saying? All the people who are old were like, oh, you know, we got to repeat.
That was one of those moments. Like I looked at my phone, I was like, oh shit, it's Friday. Pete versus Ninth.
Yeah.
Put my phone down.
And we needed a good producer one too. It's been a minute.
The last one I did was who was the last one we did? Alchemist versus Primo.
Yeah. That was a tough one too.
Yeah, I was gonna say the same thing. I was like, "Oh, that was a hard one too."
But that's also another one that's like teacher and student type thing. You know what I'm saying? Because like Alchemist looks up to a Primo, like, you know, just is what it is. But so the next project, huh?
There seems to be a theme: old versus new.
Facts, love it. That's our controversy. So the next project, I was slightly let down with because this whole Mass Appeal team, I've actually this was the Starting Five, Volume 1 by Mass Appeal. So it's the carriers of the Mass Appeal records. So it
was okay.
It's Vashon, was it Vashon, Esri, what's his name? Cantrell. No, Nas isn't part of them though. It's Cantrell, Stro, and there's one more. I don't know his name. Maybe it's 0705. Yeah, he's probably. I guess that chick that was part of his team left, just went to Kanye and was like, deuces.
My favorite track on here is the one featuring Black Milk. So.
Oh, that one slides. The Nas one I think was the best one because they started.
Is it just me, or does this shit feel like nobody was in the same room with each other when this was made?
They're never in the same room anymore.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Like, this is completely made.
Look, it's weird too because they all have like their own buzz. Like I was looking forward to this because I like Vashon. I'm a fan of Vashon, and I think Esri's dope. But Esri's super young, and he put out his album wasn't great to me because I guess he was doing the young man thing. But I've heard him snap on some projects where to the point where I'm like, all right, he could be the next big thing. You know what I'm saying? You ever hear someone like young snap so much, you're like, bro, this isn't a sound that anybody just has. So I was looking forward to this because I'm like, all right, Esri can't just do the new age shit on a project with the rest of this team. You're not going to do that shit with Vashon rapping all sorts of crazy, you know what I'm saying, and Cantrell and them like that. So this one I was looking forward to it, but this was more of a, we're all going to, They gave us two.
We're all gonna send emails in the group chat.
Yeah, it was more of like they're just gonna do like, all right, what does the label think we should do? But there was two songs where this is this is their bread and butter. The Nas one, the Black Milk one, even the Run It Up, even a little more aggressive. But that one, those ones, you're like, this is what they do, and they delivered. But then there was a lot of the new age, singy, blah blah blah, and it was okay, but. It was a super let. Yeah, singy, rap. It was a big letdown. You know what I'm saying? It was like, you know what I'm saying? You don't want to hear people that you know who are nice individually come together and just give you some clout chase. You know what I'm saying? Some like wave shit.
Everybody's chasing a wave though.
And it's crazy because each of them individually, for Sean's not doing no wave type shit, and Esri for the most part, like the tracks that I've heard him do, he does some shit that remind me of like old Kanye type shit. And then you're going to come out and do some singy shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, when you're all together, like, yeah, Stro is nice. Cantrell's nice. Like, and then you're going to give us some bullshit. So it's like,
Okay, so I have an update.
Uh-oh.
All right, so you were wrong on both accounts. He gave me two songs, DOA and Song Cry. And,
okay. He's a real fan, then.
Well, DOA is produced by DOA, No ID, right?
I think so.
So you were right on one, so No ID. But then the song Cry was produced by Just Blaze.
Yeah. Okay, fair.
Who's also fire. That's who I said.
So he's an old fan. I'm thinking like because those are older Jay-Z songs.
He's been sucking Jay-Z's dick since '89, bro.
Yeah. So he's a real Jay-Z fan. He's not like these new age guys. Like there's people who are like, oh, Black Tape. This is Jay-Z's my favorite rapper. That's what I was looking for. Okay, I'll let him slide on that. But so the next project that was for Friday that came out was 2009, Wiz Khalifa and Currency.
This album is trash.
Bro, I tried to like it. I really did. I tried.
Spitta Andretti, why'd you do me like this?
Dude, Spitta's just chilling.
No.
I feel like he's just chilling.
Like, stop putting out music for a little bit.
I feel like he don't even write nothing. He just go on the booth and just say whatever the fuck he wants. He's like, that's a check. It's a check, baby.
Yeah, like,
I'm out, baby. Like, I'm done.
Yeah, like
what up,
every verse of this was like all over the place, bro.
Yeah. Dude, that when you sent us that song, you're like, listen to this beat. I was like, there's no way these two rich, famous rap niggas got a bad beat on their project. And I was listening.
I was like, what the fuck is this?
It was so trash. And they had like features, like not even good. Like no one cares about Problem. No one cares about Ty Dolla $ign. Isn't he locked up? Like I'm like, what's going on here?
It was like one of the better songs on here too. I was like, oh shit.
This project was whack. And you know what I don't like though? When people get big at one point, and then like people just know them as being big, they probably didn't really listen to them or listen to one thing they released. They get mad excuses, bro.
Wiz Khalifa.
Yeah, they get mad excuses.
That's what he does.
And what's crazy is like I've heard Wiz snap. I've heard Wiz rap. Wiz on features, sometimes he goes crazy. And then it's like, oh no, but he's always like this. It's like, no, he's not. Like his probably I'm not saying his projects be the best.
Because I like listening to, I didn't even say anything about him rapping about smoking. I like listening to Wiz talk about smoking. My problem is when he says the same fucking bars. Like, it's the same shit. You talk about, my roof's got stars in it. I smoke mad blunts. If it's my strain, it goes in my brain. He said that in like 2 different verses. And I was like, bro, you're just saying the same shit.
You just ghost wrote for him and you didn't even know it.
Literally. I was like, bro, and then people were like, "Oh, well, this is just what he does."
And
I'm like,
what's trash is people trying to tell me like, "Oh, that's how." It's like, bro, if someone wants to just rap about weed, don't mean it gotta be bad. Cypress Hill been rapping about drugs forever, and it's never been bad. Kid Cudi wrote one of the best weed songs ever, just called "Marijuana." That song ain't bad.
Marijuana.
We all know that song. I don't know. You know, that song's fire, bro.
Pretty green.
So you telling me? Yeah, you telling me just because it's about weed, it's okay to be bad? It's like, no, I know people that rap about weed. I know
exactly what I'm doing after I get off this podcast.
I don't know, but yeah, it's like, it's like, I don't get it. Like, it's like just because it's like, if it's bad, it's bad. Like, stop giving them excuses, bro. Like, it's just crazy.
You need to clip that. That needs to be one of the. That is.
Because you know that's all Cudi did was just make noises that stuck in your head and you loved it. You know, all the weird humming and all that shit, you loved it. No one did noises like he did.
It was the original sonically pleasing.
Yeah, because that song is the most sonically pleasing. You know what I'm saying? Like that song can make anyone want to smoke. Period. Yep. The fucking glitter noise in the beginning.
Up and away.
Huh?
And that and up and away. Up and away.
Dude, exactly. So exactly for all you giving excuses. Them songs, like, come on, bro. Day and Night was even almost, it was sad smoking, but still, none of that shit is bad. Like,
Pursuit of Happiness.
That song.
It's all about drugs.
There was a point where I like saw Cudi live like almost every month. It was like a solid year. It was fire. But and it's just like every time that song came, it was like it was a closing song. I could have cried. But anyways, fine. I'm gonna listen to Cudi for the rest of the week. Like it is what it is. Cudi's gonna get Thursday, even though Barrett's gonna say Looper, the cool. But so the next project was Manz. Was TJ Porter. Was No Disturbance. I can't rock with this guy. I can't rock with this TJ Porter guy.
You know? Okay, so I went
like
back.
A weenie.
I went back and listened to the previous project, and I listened to this project, and I looked at myself. I was like, what is this? What did I do?
Now you see why I was so confused. I'm like, well, Mark, why'd you like this?
Like boom bap Mark, hip hop purist Mark. Yeah, no, this is trash.
Exactly. I'm like, of all this shit, Mark, I'm like, you don't like this. I don't like this dude. He's a weenie, bro. He sounds like a weenie to me, man. I'm not really rocking with it.
Check. He's double checked now.
An 8, bro. Barrett loved it, bro. He liked the song with the 2 worst rap names ever. J Guapo and KJ Bala. Trash.
Oh, man.
Yeah. But I didn't like this project either. I'm like, I don't like this dude. I don't know him, but he sounds like a weenie to me, bro. I'm like a fucking weenie. I'm like, fuck this. But the next project, most upsetting project.
Bro, you wrote a fucking essay.
Oh yeah, I was really not having it, bro.
A dissertation.
Because that facts. So this was the cheat code reloaded. You know what? I was triggered by a lot of things, but also the Mario 64 font she used for the name of the project.
Did she get? I wonder if she paid for that.
Who knows? Her label did because she signed.
Nintendo is all over that kind of shit.
Facts, Soldier Boy. But yeah, it's like this girl. This project got worse for me because when I started, I'm like, what is this? And I'm like, this is a child. But then I hear some shit and I'm like, I'm uncomfortable.
This is a child.
Yeah, I'm uncomfortable because like I didn't know what to expect because like you don't look at I didn't look at the cover, like, you know, I just started playing it because I'm like, all right, it's some girl, Lele, whatever. And then I'm just like, what is happening? And next thing you know, I'm like, all right, I'm super uncomfortable. And then I'm just like, this is getting weirder and weirder. So I Googled her, and then I'm like, oh my God, she was on Ellen. Then I was mad at Ellen. I'm like, Ellen, you promoting this shit? You over here telling this little girl this is okay for her to say all this fucked up, this weird shit? I'm like, you appropriating ass bitch. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, man. And I thought Ellen was cool. I thought Ellen was down. You know what I'm saying?
No, Ellen forever has it. No, Ellen has a cookout pass forever.
Not anymore. I'm about to take that shit. If I see her play, I'm gonna
how
slap
can
it
you how can you revoke?
Because this hurts the black community, man. This project hurts. This project
hurts.
Is rough.
No. It not only hurts the black community, but it hurts all communities
all
of youth.
Children. And I'm like, yo. And what's crazy is like this is a label made project, bro. Like all the beat, everything sounds selected. I feel like they were forcing her to rap about this stuff, and it's like, yo, it sucks because you never even know if this little girl's actually talented or not. And it's just like, and some songs I'm like, all right, I'm not mad. They're okay. There was one good one, but I'm like, I just can't get on board with this project. Like, it just didn't. It just doesn't feel good, bro.
Wasn't it cheap?
God, it's so uncomfortable.
Yo, there was a song, I even put it in there. Oh, actually. Yep. There was a Cat in the Hat bar. And it was.
I've seen that.
That song was wild uncomfortable. I don't want to hear an 11-year-old talking about boys and her cat, bro. I don't want to hear about it, bro.
Oh, what?
Yes. I'm like,
what?
No.
Yo. Nah.
Yep. Exactly.
They need to chill. Yo, what?
That's what I'm telling you. This project is weird, bro.
I quit hip-hop. I'm done.
Yeah, dude.
I'm done. I don't want to talk about this.
And that's after hearing a song about
Give me a thumbs
little
up
girl telling her,
on.
like, oh, my mom's going to be mad at me.
I don't want to talk about this anymore.
Dude, it's rough.
Oh, my God.
It's rough.
Thumbs up? Are we done yet? Okay.
Moving on. Shame on Little Val and them for getting his features. But, yeah, moving on. It's weird.
Lou Duvall, you're a herb.
I gave her a custom stamp, though. Just not my young lady.
This is not my child.
Yeah, facts. So this next project was the Re-Up by Deniro Farrar. This project, you know what sucks? This dude has a cold-ass voice. He has a fire voice, so I feel like he can say anything and it would sound fire. It's just the beats, they just didn't really match. And he had this cold voice saying...
Strikes again.
Yeah, and he had all this... He was saying all this new age shit. And it's like... It's type corny, bro. You sound like you should be rapping about, like, pimping.
You sound like you got 5 kids.
You know, and I'm just like, ah. And he says plug at least 12 to 13 times every song. Even in the skit. 476 total. No, because he's not the only one. Everyone else is saying it too. And I'm just like, all right. You know, every song, all right.
The only person I want to hear about talk about the plug is 38 Special.
Oh, man, I would have loved it if you actually did.
Imagine, I'd be pissed. Nah, that would take too much work. But he literally every song.
I could do shit like that though.
Oh yeah, if I'm bored enough. Oh yeah, if he was known enough to have his lyrics out there, I would have found it. But yeah, I'm just like, this is just.
What is going on with Fridays recently, man? All these releases haven't really been
releases to start the year, man. Oh my God! But
we had some good releases right out the gate, and then like now it's just kind of petered off.
This is like the struggle batch. Because no one's dropping music.
Yeah, these are all the ones that were trying to get out by the end of last year, and then they were like,
too much music came out last year, so they just pushed it till this year. Yeah, because this is a super average project. It was like
now's the time.
Facts. Oh man, then we had our SoundCloud Saturday. This is the most artist interaction we've ever had on a post. This was the first one was the spoken word by A-Hype. He got the royal flush of shit emojis. He had a full house of shit emojis.
Those are for you, my nigga.
This is rough. This is rough. This is rough. This was rough to where it turned into a party where a bunch of like dope artists that we reviewed and even some bad ones jumped in on this post and was cooking. And you know what's crazy? It's not like they just jumped in to cook. They came in and they were like, "Nah, we're gonna listen to it," and then they started cooking. And then it got. There was a full conversation. There was a full conversation here between fucking those two. They part of those team of those just aggressive, Loose Logic and them. Those aggressive white boys that just be rapping. So Loose Logic's like, yo, damn, that was rough. And then homeboy Watermouth came in and was like, yo, hey, Logic, I hope you're okay. I heard too. Let me know if you need someone to talk to. We'll be okay. Talking about this. And then he's like, yo, I'm good, man. I played a ton of good music right after. Good to know there's a support group out there. Like, they had a full-on conversation.
That's funny.
And I was just dying.
Watermouth.
Oh, facts. Dude, I was like, yo, it got rough, bro. We had mad people, and then obviously one person, check out my graphic design. I fucking hate people. Adam was like, no, Adam's petty. He comes in there, he goes, no A-hype slander, and I'm like, what's his at? Tags him.
You know he's loving it. He's fucking dying right now.
He's a piece of shit, man.
Is this a boy or some shit? Like they know each other?
I think he's part of it. Dude, Adam gave that Sweaty Boys newest project a good review. Who's taking it? Who's taking it?
I'll do it.
That was me.
I'll do it after being sleep deprived tomorrow.
Oh God!
but then I felt bad for this A-hype dude because his comment was, "Oh, come on."
He got cooked.
His comment was, "Oh, come on," and I told him straight up, I'm just like, yo, you was definitely fucking around when you made this, and he goes, "I'm not trying to." I felt bad, bro.
You're soft, John.
Yeah, bro. I felt bad. And then I'm like, you could hear it. And I'm like, damn, man, if this is your first project, we could let it slide and all this. And he's just like, okay. And then
it's not his first project.
No, I heard. And
it's 5 in.
And then Watermouth gave him a full ass whooping. And he goes, Watermouth, I need to know how to improve. At this point, I just felt terrible, bro. I'm like, oh, man. I'm about to fucking Cash App this kid some tissues, bro. This shit just got bad. But, you know, it just happens sometimes.
Michelle Tanner, Fisher Price having
There's no way he, like, it's like, it's hard to believe shit like this exists. It's like, there's no way he thought this was good.
He did, apparently.
Oh. You know what? If Thaddeus can think that the Shy Guy shit was classic, A-hype can think that this garbage is fucking, the spoken word is classic too, I guess.
Straight delusional.
Next.
The next project I tried to listen to and I couldn't. This was Unorganized Stalking by MyTwin.
Bro, this is rough. I think I sent one of these into the group too.
Yeah, this was bad. Everything was bad about this one too. Everything. This is just chalk this up to just insecurity, discomfort.
And his name is Big Coffee Sippin' Win. Your name is MyTwin.
Nah.
Oh, sorry.
Big coffee sipping twin, man.
Twin. Oh, okay, cool.
What does this kid look like? You know what? After listening to this, I was like, this is awful. What does he look like? Maybe I'll know. Dude,
I looked him up. Wow,
it's the new age thing where he still follows us. Good for him. But it's the new age thing
where we never found out what he looks
just,
like because he posts nothing.
Yeah, where it's just like matching artsy stuff and Mac Miller and XXXTentacion and Lil Peep and things that connect but look cool, I guess. That's the new age thing, man. People are weird, bro. I'll never get it, but
only you smoke cools. What you know about that?
Nice.
Wait, there's cools on his page? Yo, you remember when I used to smoke the fucking cancer cannons?
Yes.
I used to smoke these cool XLs, Johnny, back when I used to smoke cigarettes. They were the width of a dime.
Oh my god.
Bro, they're just big ass cigarettes.
But they fit you because you're like a giant, so
I used to call them cancer cannons.
Love that. Dude, what is this German on here? Farren. But yeah, even fucking Intel got in on it, and he got his laugh on. I feel like Intel's just like a good dude too, and I feel like we bring a dark side out because he comes in on the status as dying, like, and just jumps in on it. And I'm like, I feel like this is not your character, so we were affecting him negatively.
He's part Shaolin. He's definitely petty.
yeah. He came in on this. He said, "I made it 45 seconds in. It was terrible.
Couldn't make it."
Oh man! And then I did one because I saw you guys' ones, and I was like, "Man, these are rough. I'm gonna do this two piece right quick." Ended on a positive note. Green check. You got 2 good songs, homie. We good.
Look at that.
Quick little 2-piece. This was Tainted.
Saturday came out clean.
by Pagne Music. Good job, bro. You saved Saturday. Saturday, man. I feel like one more red stamp, we would have got reported or something, bro. Like.
I'm honestly very surprised we haven't been reported yet.
Hey man, nobody's untouchable. But Pagne, the dude liked it. He said he's gonna drop some more stuff. This project was cool. It was a nice little 2-piece. It was 2 smooth songs.
It's one song.
Split in 2. It's one really smooth song split in 2. That's really what it is, and that's pretty much it. Then we did,
rest in peace, Jay Dilla.
We did one of his slept on posthumous albums. It came out the year after he died, I believe.
Yes. No, this is 1997, isn't it?
Yeah, he died in 96.
No, this one came out 2007, I think.
No, this is 97. This one was.
Is 97? it 97? Okay, yeah.
Yeah, so he died 96. Yeah, so this one came out after. This was one of the few. I think this is one of the few finished ones that came out after he died. So it wasn't like they,
It wasn't like rough drafts or whatever.
Yeah, it wasn't like that, or it wasn't like them, stitching it together. This was like actually done.
This is Jay loving Japan, man. Like but like people don't understand. Like Dilla is a god.
Fact.
And people, if you don't respect Jay Dilla, you don't respect hip hop.
You see, I was gonna say you need to stop listening to hip hop.
Fact.
Everybody looks up to Dilla. Everybody.
Yeah. Have you? You know what? I've growing up. I've come to a term with Dilla, like with Dilla things. Nothing against Dilla, but Dilla fans
are the worst. We're the worst type of people. Oh, absolutely.
But it's. I feel like it's become.
I'm part of his bag of donuts, man.
See that? I feel like it's become a thing. Like, yo, guys, I like rap. I listen to Dilla. I feel like then it's like I feel like it's become one of those where you have to let people in because of that. To the point where I've seen people fucking who like I'm not gonna say any names because I can call out people all day. I could, but I'm not gonna do it. But I know people who like, especially some influencers and stuff, who like go as far as they get donuts tattoos and all this stuff, and then all February,
lol.
They get all February.
Exactly
they post 1 billion things and this and that, and it's like, I feel like that is your pass. If you're at like any hip hop show or something and you brush into a known artist, like, hey, peep this, and they're like, all right, we can talk to this person, because I feel like it's almost like a disguise, like an infiltration system. Like I recently watched an interview of a pretty known artist, and he even dropped, and he does like pop and all sorts of stuff like that, but he's like, oh, he mentioned like Dilla would be the #1 stream thing of all time. They do stuff like that. Yeah, and it's like, it's like, would you have said that if you were on a interview of a platform that wasn't 100% hip hop?
But I'm also a person that can say that Dilla was great, but there's 10 producers that would smoke Dilla.
Yeah. Okay.
Dilla was a great crate digger. He's a great sample hunter. You know what I mean? That's what he was known for. Yeah, he had great drums.
He definitely shaped a lot of the like. My experience with Dilla, because I'm not gonna go out and be like, yo, I know every single thing that he did and all that. I'm not gonna come out and lie, but I do know that one of my favorite eras of the '90s, when the whole I call it the Kanye sound, because everything had like the Kanye sound, like when the whole Black Star movement, Mos Def and all those really, really soulful artists were booming. I know Dilla is a lot of that. You know what I'm saying?
He is that.
I still call it the Kanye era because I think it was Kanye, but
Dilla's
but Dilla, still, but that sound.
Okay, we can say a Dilla influenced era.
I could say that. That's for sure.
Okay,
but
it's not a Kanye era. Like, I hate when people use that term.
I give it to because
Kanye.
Because to me, I got to give credit where it's due. Like, I may not be the biggest Drake fan ever, but Drake had an era. It just is what it is. I'm not gonna say that like, oh, Kanye. I'm not gonna compare him to Dilla or whatever, but that was Kanye's era. It just is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Like, without Kanye, like those sounds that hold them on the Dave Chappelle show, all those, that specific sound wouldn't have blew up to where everyone did it.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? That's why I give it to him as his era. But I do acknowledge that some of the best shit that came from that era was Dilla. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like a lot of people don't even acknowledge that. People like to just mention donuts and, you know what I'm saying? They like to mention the stuff that's cool to talk about. But when you actually ask them, because who honestly is listening to beat tapes often?
No
like
one. The thing is, I listen to Diligence like just for inspiration. You know what I mean? Like, I listen to that.
That's what you do with beats. But it's like, to me, it's like, yeah, if you're really a fan, like what did he produce? Like, give me the stuff, because I know stuff that he produced. I'm not going to be like, yo, I listen to all his beat tapes. Some of them I do remember I used to listen to, but I had my days where I used to listen to that on the court, you know, fucking big stupid Walkman, all that shit, have shit. And then, then it turned into the iPods and whatever. I still the
iPod shuffle.
Then turned into these.
Well, you old as shit.
But I do, and that's probably loaded, but I do remember I had moments, because I had like a lot of creative sprees where I was like, I just need beats. I don't want to hear no voices. I want to do this. And I would listen to stuff like that. I get that. But when you ask some of these people, like, yo, what's some of the stuff that he actually produced? Like some of the coldest tracks, people just don't, you know what I'm saying?
Let's Google it.
And that to me is like, it's like, all right, I get it. Everybody, you know, we know he liked Donuts. We know that Donuts was a great release, but it's like, is that all you know? You know what I'm saying? Like, that's where I draw that line. It's like, I don't know if I truly trust this person as a hip-hop head. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. I just feel like that people just pick and choose the praise, and I guess because it's familiar, it's like, yeah, man, this guy's cool because he knows Dilla. And it's like, I'm a bully, bro. I want to be that guy. I want to be that guy at the door that's like, yo, what's the password? I'm going to have riddles for people, and if they don't get it, walk away. You know, like, I hate when
people tell me that Dilla's from New York.
Johnny's gonna be at the door, be like, if you got 2 NPCs and you gotta make enough money to get to a show in another city, and you got, you're like, wait, dude, what?
I'm telling you, it's just.
But you're a b-boy who sells rocks, so you gotta.
I need to see you do one flare into a head spin right now. I don't care how.
Right now.
Or you're not coming.
And you need a bag right afterwards too.
And I'm not like saying like I'm the biggest hip hop head in the world. Listen, I'm a fucking hardcore kid. I grew up loving thrash and hardcore. Like, it is what it is. I just fuck with hip hop too as part of my era.
I know a bunch of country facts.
Facts. I just know that if I'm gonna talk to someone about something I'm passionate about, I'm gonna have some questions. You know, and I feel like when people drop Dilla, they also drop boogie. You drop questions. You drop questions. You know what I'm saying? I feel like people let them in.
Gangsta boogie.
Facts. I don't know.
Like, I respect Dilla, but if somebody were to go, who's your favorite producer? I'm gonna be honest, he wouldn't be the first one to pop into my mind, because that's not where my head's at.
Yeah.
So the people who say that shit out front, and you know that like that's not the kind of music that they actively listen to. Like, they're not listening to old boom bap and shit. And they're listening to like all this sad boy shit. And they go, "Oh, I fuck with Jay Dilla."
Then you just want to punk the shit. You want to check
the thing is I wouldn't even put Dilla in my top 5, which is sad to say. Dilla was, like I always say, Dilla was talented. He was respected. He changed things, but he wasn't really complete all the time.
Yeah,
he kind of had like the MF Doom thing. Wasn't like, it? He just had all this.
What was that project we did a while back? It was like Lost Tapes.
Oh, what's his face? Oh, the Soul Assassins, right?
Was it them? And it was like Lost Dilla Tapes.
Yeah,
it was like rough. It was a rough listen.
Sir Rhymes did something like that too, didn't he?
Maybe. I don't know, but yeah. I mean, end of the day, just don't be a fake hip hop head. Don't be a fake. Like, don't have a backpack with actual books in it and try to sneak into the show. You know what I'm saying? Don't be on no fuck shit. You know, just like what you like. and be real about it. If someone asks me my favorite shit, I'm gonna give you exactly what's on my mind. I ain't gonna give you no bullshit. Shit can change every day. It could change every day.
Hey, man.
It could change every day.
Rest in peace, Dilla. Rest in peace, Big Pun, because his album came out 20 years ago this week.
Oh, nice.
So,
still not the most lyrical. Wouldn't even put him in my top 20. Don't give a fuck.
Facts.
But it is what it is. Still, he's dope, but... Yeah.
No, I don't want to talk about
it. I love challenging people on that Big Pun shit, because there's always somebody that's 3% Spanish that always got some shit to say on some pride shit. Nigga, go to your country.
Cool G rap is better than Big Pun, you stupid fuck.
I'd be inclined to agree.
At all points, there isn't a point where Cool G rap wasn't. Like,
you know what somebody's going to say? What about capital punishment? What about capital punishment? That's what they always say.
Dude, you know what that always thing is? I have such a thing against that album, because everyone loves that album because everyone heard it a lot, but that whole album was radio hits. If it's something that's filled with radio hits, that's all you heard. And that's all you heard for that period of time. So you have no choice than to like. You know what I'm saying? You had no choice than to like it. But if you're a true like hip hop pure, like you're a fan, going like on the radio as much as that was for like the songs that was going on there, like fucking It's So Hard and all that other stuff. That's pop. That's the shit that 50 made fun of Ja Rule for. That's pop. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's not like, so you're not gonna come out here and tell me this dude's lyrical when he made an album of pop songs. You know, it's not happening. He said one guy was dead in the middle of Little Italy, and all of a sudden he's the most lyrical person in the world, and you could come out your face and say Eminem is whack. Kill yourself.
All the time. It's always those same dudes.
Same people. And then somebody try to tell me that DMX wasn't. I hate rap. I'm done with rap. Somebody try to tell me DMX wasn't lyrical, but you gonna tell me that Big Pun's the most lyrical? Kill your entire self. All of it.
Every last bit.
And if you rap, throw your whole career out.
I'm triggered. I'm gonna go to bed on this. I'm gonna go to bed like this. Hot, just fuming, steaming.
Just gonna start punching Angie when you're sleeping.
I'm telling you, people say shit to me that blow my mind, bro. That literally blow my, where I snap. I'm just like, I'm not gonna respond. I'm like, I'm just gonna let this breathe.
We used to have a mutual friend who used to make statements like that. So, and on that note, good night, fellas.
That's our roundup. Then this will be out eventually. Bye. Fucking pissed.